Salutations, my fellow dandies! It's me, Jack Dandy. I'm back, and we're back, a couple of days late, in FF Final Fantasy XIV. I had another fever, which was fun. Knocked me out of commission for a couple of days. Wasn't nearly as bad as the last one, but it was enough that I was like, I could stream. I probably wouldn't be very funny. I'd probably be quiet and sleepy, and maybe want to stop playing after 2 hours. I thought, that's probably not very entertaining, so I didn't. And then I was going to play Resident Evil today, and I'm still a bit sleepy, so I thought, well, rather than start something new, let's play some Final Fantasy XIV. I know what to expect from Final Fantasy XIV. Good old, reliable Eorzea. Actually, we're not in Eorzea anymore, are we? I forgot that Eorzea's not... the entire time I've been playing this, I've assumed Eorzea was the name of the planet, and it's not. It's the name of the continent we're on. We're on a different continent now. I don't know what continent we're on, but we're going to Doma. We beat up a catfish after getting catfished by the catfish, and we've made friends with a ninja turtle. Look at this boy. He is a legend, and he has agreed to take us on his pirate ship to Doma, and that is where we are. So let's crack on. I don't think there's been anything else I need to update on. No. Well, there might be. If I think of it, I'll update on it. Lise, what we doing? Still giving me level 60 gear. Come on now, stop being stingy. Right then, Gyodo should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Oh, Gyodo's the catfish we beat up. Yeah. Let's water torture... Wait, no, he's a catfish. Would water torture work on a catfish? I don't know. It might. Probably not, though. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. I can't remember what voice... I gave him a Akbar voice, but that wasn't really close to what his actual voice was it? It was more like... Well, I can do an Aquaman voice. Oh no, no more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. I think it was like sort of slightly higher pitch. That was it. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu, every last detail. And if I find now that you lied to me... No more lies. Clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap, as you did us, because you are an Imperial spy? No, I'm no spy. It was just business. Few ships pass through the Kugane these days, and we've struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered bounty for any domans found in the Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to this samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quite so quietly. No, blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Seki Segumi came. They took the samurai away. What voice did Hancock have? Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me that the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he is in the custody of the Seki Segumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. Oh, that was easy. I thought we were going to have to bust their doors down. As it is in Uldar, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Elfino. Oh, okay, I don't know why we needed to stop the cutscene. Just keep going. You're free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you'd rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so it may happily be best if Lise, Jack, and I joined you. Aren't we wanted? Was literally last night, weren't the Shikagesumi, pursuing us for attacking Gyodo? I'm sure. I guess they work on a. Well, we failed to capture them, so the crime. Yeah, I guess, yeah. If they can't catch them immediately, they just go, well, they escaped justice, therefore we will not pass justice. Strike the record. We've got a perfect capture rate. Ah, I see, they're fudging the numbers. I understand now. All right, but what about Gyodo? We'll keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return to Gosetsu. He would doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order. Then let us be off. The Seki Segumi barracks are to the north. I did actually run around to the rest of Kugane and pick up all of the Etherite shards that I didn't have before, so I have been in the barracks, which tickled me, because again, like literally the last thing we did was being chased by the Seki Segumi, and I double clicked. Hang on. The last thing we did was literally being chased by the Seki Segumi, and I was just jumping around because I didn't come from this side. I came from that side, so I ran all the way through their barracks and out the front door. And I was like, you'd think there'd be some kind of resistance, but no, quite happy for me to just run around. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. No, yes. Oh, yeah, that was a quick one. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Oh no, it's taking longer. It's taking longer. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. At least it's been 13 seconds. Be more patient. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've learned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, Jack? Oh. Oh, we're just giving up. Okay, we really are impatient, aren't we? Alright, well, I'm going to eat this stew. Right. Everything's fine, probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. I don't remember what the last... Oh, I guess... Oh, don't jinx it. Yeah, the last time we waited around for something to happen was when we were waiting at the barracks, I think, and we were scouting it out, and then... Yeah, everyone died. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Oh, I just realised this means that Gosetsu's going to come back. He's my favourite character. Maybe. They come out and go, nope, Gosetsu's been assassinated. It's like, what? No, come on. You can't introduce a character as cool as that and then off them. Ha ha ha.
Was that?
Oh, I think we're going to get another cool...
Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble.
I bet he's doing like... Okay, let's have a think before we click on. He's either going to be playing like Go or Shogi or something, or Triple Triad, or they're going to be naked and doing sumo wrestling. I'm going sumo wrestling.
I suppose we should follow her then.
Nod. Yep, there we go. I jumped the gun. Sorry, I knew a nod was coming. Oh no, he's just training them or dueling them or something. That's boring.
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gosetsu!
Like, oh, yeah, we were going to let him out anyway. Honestly, we hate that catfish. He was a prick. And yeah, this guy's cool. So yeah, we're just going to let him out. You didn't need to pay us.
Oh, the a surprise. What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
Oh, my boy.
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
Hang on, I need the explanation too. Don't, you only gloss over the explanation when I already know that.
In summary,
Okay, there we
you
go.
started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisagumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
Oh, okay. So when did... So was them showing up to the catfish just a coincidence then?
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Oh, okay. They recognize... Oh, that's nice. They recognize his skill.
Ah. And we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
So where's Lady Yugiri then? If only all of our problems could be solved so easily. I must apologize. You endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Domi, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly? What fortune? Hang on, the Sekisagumi is... I mean, should we be having this conversation here? These guys are still... Like, that is still illegal, I'm pretty sure. We will tell you about it when we're back at the company offices. Alphino and Tartary are waiting for us there. I think I remember those names. Honestly, I met all of you people for all of about 10 minutes. Like, it really was a short amount of time that goes... He just showed up, and then... Yeah, he helped us fight that one guy, and then he left. Gosetsu, thank the 12, you're unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the Kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first, I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to your coin and had it not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for a moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not travelling with you? For a time, aye. But we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation. When we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army unto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Ian understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then, one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yugiri's aid. So this was 10 years ago. So Yugiri and her people were wandering for 10 years before they showed up at the, in Eorzea. Okay. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuits of Lord Hien. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are to come to the aid of the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my... I don't know, I've given him a West Country accent again. I always go that way when I do this voice. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Orthard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not all. Alphino's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. The competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them. As you of all people should know, you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. And Tataru is also here. You know, I actually suppose he's quite good at espionage, because no one suspects her of anything. Just being a drunk. We all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. With the lalafal and the catfish. Soroban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Thanks, Hancock. I mean, I know none of us said thanks, but thanks. You turned out to... Like I said, you were quite clearly, like, openly sleazy, so I figured you probably weren't going to betray us. So, if you had tried to be, like, less transparent about how skeezy you were, I would have been way more suspicious of you. But no, you seemed cool. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed, and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? I'm really glad, by the way, that Soroban talked in a cutscene before I had a chance to voice him, because there's no way I would have given him that voice. I absolutely would have given him the surfer voice. After you, my shelled friend. If you insist, with me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits. Is it just him, or does he have a whole crew? So there were... I mean, we're blatantly going to run into the... Yeah, I was going to say, it's not just going to be a quick jaunt across the... whatever the name of the Ruby Sea. They literally just said it. It's not going to be a quick jaunt across the Ruby Sea, because there's those dudes who collect the toll. The sea trolls.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
That's a big tower. Wait, where are we?
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Where are we then? So I'm just a bit confused about no, hang on. Map link isn't what I wanted to do. Switch type. Wait, so we were in... Oh, I guess we just sailed all the way round to Othard. What happened to the guys who were supposed to be collecting our, like, toll and stuff? That seemed pretty easy. Okay, I guess they weren't much of a problem. Good work, Saraban. How wide and beautiful she is, the ruby sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures. Many wonderful treasures. Hey! You now have ethnic access to the ruby price. Neat. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life, should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe. Oh, okay, here we go. Thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate lords. So, let's go and greet them. Our destination is the Isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me, Jack. Why don't we just jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I'll use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the Isle. Oh, Saraban. You jokester. Cool. So I guess there must be an Etherite shard here. Although I don't see it. But we're attuned to it, so... Oh, we are actually swimming. No, okay, fair enough. Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight whenever it comes. And also make all of our clothes soaking wet, so that we can catch pneumonia. Hooray! 20 gil says I beat you there. Oh, my sprint just route wore off. And of course you're going to beat me there. You're my quest giver. You have to be... Like, there's no... Well, I suppose they could give me a sparkle. I was going to say, she has to be there first, otherwise there's no one to turn the quest into. But yeah, I suppose they could give me a sparkle to wait for Lise to show up. I bet this place looks quite nice during the day. It's a shame that so much of my playtime in this game sort of seems to happen at night, when everything's all sort of boring. But, no matter. What's that, Oh no, that's a sprite, isn't it? Yeah, that's a sprite. I thought there might be an Etherite current. It's been a while since I've seen one. I forgot what they look like. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui. I don't know what I do to get... hang on. What is it to... There you go. One day I'll remember the controls for this blasted game. What's up, dude? You'd think, considering we were on like an espionage mission, and they talked about there being a Guardian embassy in... What's it called? In Kugane, you'd think they would give us some yukata to blend in a bit more. How's my stuff working? Oh, I'm okay. I already looked at all the armor last week. But yeah, you think that there would be, you know, like give us some local clothing to blend in. You know, so the people, the Guardians are like, hey, you know that Warrior of Light that you're having trouble with? And the Scions of the Seventh Dawn that are causing you some bother? Yeah, they're in Kugane for some reason. This guy. I fear you have the advantage of me. I see he thinks we're going to jump him or something. Most honourable and esteemed Jack Dandy. Finally, someone giving me the credit I deserve. I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you're in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. Hey, don't you call my Ninja Turtle friend a Shellback? And it's, I mean, unless, is that a derogatory term, or is that like a term of endearment? It sounds like a derogatory term. I don't like it. He's my friend. I appreciate I've been calling him a Ninja Turtle, which probably isn't much better. But he's not real. You wish to pay for the ruby tithe, yes. With your gil, perhaps? It is just as well foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Orthard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely, unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we are living in interesting times. As you came from the Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Well, let's sharpen our knives then. Huzzah! Meaning? Sir, you ought to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Caban. Sure. So I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have become, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that, man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. What was that that he and the other pirates were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. Taraban's like, oh, god damn it. I've gotten involved with the worst kind of people. Nosy people. Just can't keep to their own bloody business. Oh, whatever. Oh, this is a bigger area than I thought. Oh yeah, it is quite. It is quite, isn't it? I imagine there'll be an Aetheryte current round here somewhere I can use. Well, probably not the whole lot, though. They're quite stingy. They really want me to walk everywhere. What should I be heading for? That one. The blues just on the mini-map are always throw me off, but I think they're pointing to fate. There's a flying shark! Oh, I think you can get that as a mount. I think I've seen one person ride it. I think I looked up how to get it, and it sounded like a ball egg. I think you have to go on a fishing expedition and score the highest points or something, like the max points you can get. And I was like, ugh. Maybe once I've maxed out my fishing and I've got like decent equipment, I'll maybe try it, because I would love a flying shark mount. Like I could be a one-man Sharknado. Who doesn't dream of being a one-man Sharknado? No one. No one doesn't. That's who doesn't. See anything? No, it's nighttime when I'm wearing sunglasses. Oh, Doraban's surprised.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests.
Oh, Tansu's voice was quite close.
I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
So I bet it's probably something like there's like something in the water that they're keeping at bay rather than actively attacking them.
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
I'm still bugged by Alice's new shiny rapier that she's got. Like it sticks out in every cutscene, just like this friggin' lightsaber. All of us are just just got like really boring normal weapons.
Paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight.
Everyone else has just got like really normal weapons, and then Alice's got this like relic lightsaber on her hip, and it's like, God, bloody show off. I want a shiny rapier.
The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
Is that the turtle people?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats.
Alright, what about grand words and noble promises? Okay, well, I'm out of ideas then.
Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Okay, this guy's definitely going to help us out at some point then. He's got big Han Solo energy.
Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds. She must be stopped.
Hey.
Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once.
I have a feeling I looked up perfidy before. I think it's a word that Gosetsu has used, and I have since forgotten it. Perfidy. The state of being deceitful and untrustworthy. Thank you, Gosetsu. You human dictionary, you. Human thesaurus? Dictionary?
Tell the others that these ones have paid.
You
Feel what this
wordsmith.
is to be.
What are we waiting for? Come, come! Soroban cannot have gone far. Though, now I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Maybe he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Oh, maybe he's like... I don't know. Like a coward or so, I don't know. Oh, actually, no, they did say... I think they did say that the Kojin was split into two factions. And there was like a really aggressive one and a quite peaceful one. And I think Kojin's in the quite peaceful one. Because I remember commenting at the time, it's really convenient that all of these beast tribes are split so neatly in half like that, so that there's always some of them to fight, and then there's some of them that you don't have that you can do beast tribe quests for, with the exception of like the Mughals and. No, that's it. That's the list. There might be one other I'm forgetting, but... Ah, there's the Aether Current. I knew there'd be one eventually. Tatsunoko? Ex-Capcom? That's the only thing I know. I mean, I know Tatsunoko is a production company, but I only know them from Tatsunoko X Capcom. Oh, my friend, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand. Can we be praised? Oh no, you understand. Can we be praised? Too often a shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansu is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I don't think I want... Oh, we've gone up to level 62. Oh, okay, but these aren't anything I can wear. So I'll just take the materia. But maybe... Oh, we're going to have some Gyuki leather patterns. I mean, they look dumb. Oh, they look alright, actually. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. That reminds me, Jack, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less like we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Yeah, sure. Now, see, if I thought that they were going to give me enough quests to actually do the friggin... I smell triple triad. If I thought there was enough people here, if they were going to give me enough quests to actually unlock flying, I would do this quest. But they've been quite stingy. And so I feel like they're going to drip feed it. Oh, I know someone here will triple triad me, but I don't know who. No, you're one of the you're one of the Ijin from the beach. Leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe, like Tansy said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Huh. Thank you. Hang on, I didn't tell them about our movements, so... Alright, whatever. Maybe we wrote them down. I don't... Sure, let's go with that. Bombfish, do not attack me. I've just injured my ankles quite badly jumping off a cliff. Guys, this bombfish is... There we go. It's alright, it's gone. It's false alarm. False alarm. I'm a brave warrior of light. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then. Excellent. If you're ready to part, we may do so at any time. Yeah, let's get out of here. I can walk back here, I'm sure. Then let us be off. I should deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansy said the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. A different fishing village. Damn it, Soroban! Sorry, I didn't think that through. My bad, my bad. Yes, one thing about the turtle people is that they are deceptively stupid. Like, they sound really intelligent and well-spoken, but they're all morons. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I've fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. Nod. Nod. Ah. So we finally arrived in Orthard. Yeah. So we finally arrived in Orthard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we have one thing in our favour, the element of surprise. Unless the Garlean embassy has reported us, because like I said, we have made no attempt to hide our identities. Unlike in Gir Albania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Again, I don't mean to labour the point, but admittedly that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tansy was talking about. May well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. That's how I see. By you know that common gesture associated with sniffing, putting your hand up to your eyes like that. Oh yeah, that's a lot like Guardians.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Oh, we're going to get a look at a new Garlean. Oh, she's not wearing a cool suit of armour.
Sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Yeah, it's that guy in green we keep beating up, I know. Bargain bin Master Chief.
Filth and squalor everywhere, I think. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink.
Oh, she'd got on
Come
well
now.
with...
You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom.
Okay, she's got a weird cadence.
I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should.
Okay. So, she's going to do something cartoonishly
A
villainous.
resident of your village, one of your neighbors,
So that to
mayhap
establish
your
her
friend,
as a villain.
was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane. But we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say?
Salutations, Stratus. I like her too. I use the phrase quite a lot, but she is like just a good cartoony villain. Like she's just straight up immediately evil.
Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
Fuck! No, not that. Sorry, I got here late.
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
She's cute. I forgive her for her numerous ever-increasing crimes. I do like her Ina bob cut. It's very, wah. It just takes it and shoots her. It's like, well, I didn't think that through.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
Very wah. Not quite as punny, though. I'd like her more if she made lots of puns.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Just gonna linger on this for a second. Salutations, Frost. Never noticed her little hair bats. Her little hair sticks were bats. I see, you were bats. I see what you mean. Oh, yeah. She's got... She looks like she's not got a lot going on. And then the more you look at her, the more you realise, oh, no, there's quite a bit going on there. There's like a flower. There's bats on her hair sticks. And feathers. She's got that weird neck thing.
Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
Okay, but this is like a flintlock pistol. You're going to give me more ammo and some gunpowder and one of those little sticks.
They're my parents. You can't expect me to...
That was a good it was a good attempt. I mean, I feel like he probably still had enough time to pull the trigger. Like that's the whole reason like people take hostages, because like if you shoot someone, their like twitch reaction is to pull the trigger and shoot the person. So I feel like that was a, dangerous call. I wonder why bats, because she's batshit crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't say crazy. She just is like slightly psychopathic, which I guess is type of crazy. That's you'd use crazy for that, I suppose. I assume she doesn't turn into a bat at some point. Like that's not like she's not because I've got some like bat themed boss, or I don't know. But we can't, not now.
He's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage.
Yeah. I mean, they're killing the
We
villagers
must
anyway.
consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness.
Look, I already had one scripted loss against a boss just the other week. I don't need another one. We're definitely not going to beat her the first time we see her. That's not how this works, Gosetsu. I've been doing this for a while now. We see the evil person do a blatantly evil thing. They go away. We kind of mop up for a little while. We kind of dawdle about, do some admin. They show back up. We then kill. We then beat them. Maybe they escape. Maybe they die. But that's how it works.
I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
Kinky.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
I did a stealth section last week. I can sneak around and take out all the guards. Watch me.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Bat-themed boss, that would be cool, but she doesn't really have any fighting ability, I don't think. Hey, she's got a gun! That counts. She seems to just ordering the army around. Yeah, aside from the gun. I was going to say, yeah, she's got a gun. That was her gun. She didn't, take that off someone either.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
I mean, I gotta be honest, there's not that
Well,
many
now,
people there. I feel like we could probably
This is
take
a
them.
surprise.
And then just heal any villagers caught in the crossfire.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
I'm thirsty. And I'm sure he's parched too. It's quite a hot day. Like, they didn't take his sword off of him. He could have just literally, Aijitsu'd her head off as he walked past her. And it's like, problem solved. Can't heal NPCs, trademark. Yeah, I know. Injury sustained in, Who's this person? It's just like, hang on, we've got an extra member of the team. It always confuses me when players show up after cutscenes. I know cutscene injuries, cutscene weapons are always way more effective in cutscenes, and injuries sustained in cutscenes are always way worse. The power of plot. I hate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every fibre of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. Okay. I don't understand why there's a Tower of Babel just hanging out over here, but I mean maybe we'll find out when we go over there. I was like I panned up expecting the tower to stop at some point, but it just keeps going. Players would confuse you less if you had names on. I tell you why I turned them off. It's because what was I doing? I was doing a hunt for a named enemy, and I couldn't. Was it? There was some reason. I was doing a hunt for an enemy or something, and I couldn't see the enemy through all of the named. I couldn't see all of the enemies through all of the players, and it was so, and especially in Limsa, there's just so much text. That I just turned all the names off and I've left them off. It's nice. It's more. I'm quite happy for the enemies to have names of them because I quite like seeing the monster names. And I've got NPC names turned on. That might have been what it was. I think I was trying to find an NPC in Limsa and I couldn't see their name through all of the player names. So I turned player names off. I think that's what it was. So. I play off quite a small screen. I hope when I move to my bigger place, I'm gonna switch to my bigger TV, and I can shrink down the HUD a little bit. I probably don't need like the current main scenario quest in the top left corner all the time, for example. There's probably lots I can do to tidy up my HUD, but I can also shrink it down and still be able to read stuff. So then I'll be able to actually see more of the screen and. I could probably turn names back on at that point, but for the time being, I like it uncluttered like that. There's a Gyuki. I wasn't really paying attention, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute, and now I've looked at the thing, and, oh, Christ. Whoa, that is a face only a mother could love. Oh, you confuse players with NPCs when I watch it. Yeah, it's a nice little surprise when they show up, though. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far. What is that tower, anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. I feel like this looks like the kind of thing that'd be really easy to knock down, but I guess not. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alphino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? I'll start saying anon soon. Oh, I feel bad about talking shit about it. Someone just killed it. Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Oh, it's the whole family showed up. Sorry, I know I said that only you could love his face, but calm down. Calm down. We had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Yes, we can. Probably not, no. We can. Listen to us. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Jack. I mean, I'm like 6 levels higher than them. I'm pretty sure I can kill them all. Yeah. Damn it! He hangs around until the moment I get into a fight, and then he despawns. And I can't tell which ones are mine and which ones are the other players. There we go. What's that like? Level 85, and they're only just doing Stormblood. That is a lot of raid grinding. I set my controls to be unable to select players, so even though I can see other monster names in hunts, I can just auto-target them with the D-pad. Okay. Oh, I suppose that's probably what you have to do as a healer. When you're, to make sure you don't... I didn't realise you could do that. Because I've been thinking this whole time, like, if you're playing as a healer, it must... I don't know how you, like, act on controller, like, reliably select players to heal them. But I guess, yeah, you can just set your controls up so that you never select monsters. Although I suppose healers are expected to still do some DPS from time to time, aren't they? Depending on the class. I just remember hearing people saying that healers can do some DPS. I don't know. Just imagine if they're taking us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now what we need to do is convince them to help us. Oh, she's got a majestic steed. Here I am walking around. Healers should DPS, yeah. Yeah, I remember... I can't remember where it was. I check out the FF14 Reddit occasionally. That's normally where I get most of my FF14 info, other than Twitter. From the, like, official Twitter. And I remember some people complaining about healers that don't DPS as a thing. I'm not really engaging with this thing. Like I said, I'm 6 levels higher than it. Whenever I run dungeons with like 50% DPS, 50% healing. Fair play. I feel like as a beginner, I'd probably need to focus on the healing aspect, but I suppose you can just say at the start of the dungeon, "Hey, I'm new. Please don't kite too many people." Oh, there's a settlement. Oh, there's a settlement here. And they've even got their own Aetheryte. Wait a minute. I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansu, which means this place belongs to... Oh. It's the Confederacy. They like us. I mean, they probably don't know who we are compared to... I mean, yeah, the message probably hasn't come down that we're cool, but that's fine. Eastern Bow! Aw, yeah. I don't think I have a regular bow, do I? It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor, the self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. I almost read that as time. And I thought, yes, that'd be a weird thing. It's, at the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the time. It's like, yeah, I imagine they have their own clocks. Yeah, that'd be a weird thing for them to ask us, but... Oh, there is a regular bow. Okay. It's a moat I likely have never used, which is why it doesn't jump out at me. Oh, I may have used it on a quest once. One of those ones where they teach you how to emote at things. Oh, Tatsu is here. But people get around, don't they, quick around here? What wind brings you hither, of all places? Well, you're not bound for Othard's shores. Fishing village. I see. I trust you've not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that. An audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must need to choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Ah. I See, no, ladies, leave the talking to me. I'll convince them. And then just there's a cutscene with just a 15-minute mime. And Rosho just bursts into tears and goes, "I'll help! Every man you need! We're I'll throw everything at them. We must help these people. I've never seen such a dramatic mime in my entire life. This isn't where I need to go." And then the Warrior of Light just nods. And everyone... And the problem... And yeah, it's just... This is the thing. No one ever lets the Warrior of Light try and convince people. He's got powerful mime abilities that no one ever lets him show off. Where is this tower? Oh, there it is. Still looks like it'd be really easy to like knock over. Like if we knocked it over that way, we could just make a land bridge. We wouldn't need boats. We just walk on the big tower. That's what I would do. Probably why I'm not in charge. Greetings. You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realise this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favour to ask. I love his hair. Oh gods, I've probably broken a half-dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette, oh no, sorry, it's not that often, let's say. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. I love his emo haircut. Like that's not the haircut of a captain of the Confederacy. I feel like he was. We've interrupted his boy band practice. Like he's the lead singer in a screamo band. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. Do you know? Yes, I know. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. I like Rasho, emo pirate bodybuilder. Yeah, it's a good mix. It's just like he's just like someone's hit the random button on the character creator, and this is what's come out. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you're capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we've come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. We ask nicely. If you would speak to me of the life saved, I would speak to you of the slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Would you want a number? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. I feel like this is a situation that could be solved with masks. Like, could we not just put on masks and then go and attack them? And they'd be like, who are these masked people? Oh! And then we take the masks off and maybe put on a different set of masks. Hey, Jack, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. Yes, the best way to earn someone's trust is to find their weaknesses. That's how you make friends. It's like, I understand now why Alisei has so few friends. It's like, no, that's not how you do that. Exactly, fake mustaches and googly-eyed glasses. And we'll put on accents. Anime has taught me no one sees through those. It's a foolproof plan. And then once we've beat them all up, and they run away and go, oh, 3 strangers with googly eyes and mustaches attacked us, we take them off, and then we put on, like, a beard and sunglasses. Oh, no, sunglasses. We take off the sunglasses. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. Okay, so their weapons are crap. Seems like a weird... Haha! I see your weapons are all old and rusty. It's like, you're right. We shall join you. Oh, it's probably over the... Oh, is it over there? Bankai! Why is this bleach power-up looking at 2 naked men behind a boat? And why is he looking at me like I'm the one who's stumbled on... Like, he stumbled onto me doing something weird? If you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, we'll strip you of everything you have, including the very clothes on your back. Okay. You're next. Oh, that is intimidating, yeah. Just the screen starts shaking. Oh, their pots are all broken too. Ooh. Number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Okay. Alright, so this marker's still here, so I bet it is over there. So I think maybe the thrust of this is just that they are like barely making ends meet by threatening people. Oh. Taking an interest in the ship? Good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favours flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently. What with the Imperial bastards throwing their weight around? If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? Alright, so they haven't used their boats for any fighting recently. Their weapons are crap, and they're low on supplies. I mean, we've certainly learned many of their weaknesses. I don't 100% know how this is going to... Falcon, you're not a chocobo. Wish I could stay and watch, especially since it's avoiding my house burned down a few days ago, so I gotta go. The hell? I'm sorry to hear that, Citratus. That sounds pretty serious. Yeah, okay, no, fair enough. I hope, that's, I mean, I was gonna say, I hope it gets well soon, but that's probably not likely. I hope that situation resolves itself quickly. In whatever way that situation can resolve it. Okay, yeah, no, that's as good excuse of any. I will. Stormblood is fun. I like it so far. It's going a lot quicker. Like the pace it feels a lot better than Heavenswood was. Heavenswood was kind of a slow crawl before it started getting good, whereas this is just like mostly because of Gosetsu. I just really like Gosetsu, but had a good look around. Then we just need to wait for Lise. Yeah, no worries. See you later. And yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your house. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said. They have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. I think the situation is coming to a head. Oh, I like the ominous lightning in the background. I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that they're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Yeah, let's move some boxes! Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I mean, just because you point it out doesn't make it any less. I mean, it's fine. I like doing it. I'll look around the western end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck. I like the fact that the Godslayer Warrior of Light is just occasionally asked to help out with menial household chores in order to curry favour with random civilians. Tickles me. Alright. Can I jump down from here? There we go. Graceful. Floated down like a butterfly, and then shattered my ankle like a honey bee. More like a sheet of toffee, I suppose. You there! Oh, you! Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro, and he is late in returning. Strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. True that. Let's pick up this one as well. In case they send us in the same direction. You strike me as a strong, capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I'd have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Oh, God, it's that one. It's that one, the one I mocked earlier, openly. Oh, God. I feel bad now. What about the, 4 Gyukis that we killed on the way over? Should we harvest those too for, extra points? No? It doesn't care about those. No, I want the one filled with arrows. Okay, let's go and do... This one looks like it's just up here. Because I can teleport back once we're done. Ooh, what's this thing? A Shiranui. I know that. I've heard of these things. Hang on, it looks pretty... No. There's a lot of monsters that have a good side. There's a specific angle where they look kind of okay, and then you just... You walk around slightly and... Oh, no, horrible eyes and teeth. Never mind. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Those pig walruses we saw earlier, they looked alright from behind, and then he turned around and... Oh, God. Hang on. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. feel like my maybe they changed it in one of the many patches that they did recently. But I feel like my mana used to dissipate a lot quicker, and it's hanging around a lot longer now. Nope, still no one. I always hate water sprites when they're around, because I always mistake them for these destination markers. They're very similar looking from a distance. Am I gonna find a corpse? Or am I gonna find a guy? I found a guy. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. I'm not. Go back. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it. For the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it said. I concerned for her comrades who strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. My vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. I don't care. Go back to the freaking town. Like, I'm not the one you need to make excuses to. It's your boss. You know, he's the one sat there tapping his watch. Or sundial, or whatever. I don't know what timekeeping. There's an equal chance that they have really sophisticated timekeeping devices or really rudimentary timekeeping devices in this world. It's always a 50-50 gamble with anything in this game. Don't attack. Good, Pig Walrus. I don't know where I'm getting the pig from. They're just monster walruses, aren't they? Yeah. Gookie carcass. So is this the one? No. Oh. Now I'm trying to... There we go. I was like, what? I'm pretty sure that's the enemy I'm supposed to be fighting. I was like, oh, I'm trying to revive it. Never mind. I understand now. I understand now where the problem lies. Oh, I killed it too quickly. It's always my problem. Recover the usable arrows. And recover the usable meat. Meat takes longer. There we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I unlocked that new ability last week as well that lets me use their holy or their flare. And I got 2 out of 3 points in it. So maybe I'll get to show off my new magic spell today. I feel like it's going to be one of those things, though, where I'm going to have it, and I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want to just use it against any old thing. And then I just hold on to it for ages and ages. Like, way more time than I could have, like, used it, and then built it back up again. You've been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyuki corpse. Yeah, you told me to, didn't you? I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity that the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused where possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies. In that we must take solace. And wayward travellers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Yeah, just try cooking it differently. Like, put some salt on it, or, you know, fry it instead of baking it. I don't know. I found you, dude. So what of my recruit? Did you say you found him? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time we were standing watch for the funeral of vessel. Ah. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. 662 gil. This buys me nothing. Like, seriously, you need to start giving me monetary rewards that equate to actual purchases. Like, this is why I can never buy new armor, or why I can't buy a house. I mean, I do own an apartment, but it's why I can't buy anything nice, because no one ever pays me properly. I swear I'm getting paid the exact same amount for, like, getting rid of some flies in a potato field in A Realm Reborn as I am now for, like, fighting rebellions. Just, you know, scale a little bit. What's up, Afumi? Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Alcuma below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. Alright. Do you know, it'd be really great to get around to this area. Like a flying mount. On account of all the verticality. But no, it's fine. I'll just run around. Medicine. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhaps this one should return whence he came. And back up again. I think considering the Doman's... I think Doma is next to water. You think they'd be better at water? I know what I mean. Oh. Well, this is a Wile E. Coyote moment. I thought there would be stairs here, and I've just... it's alright though, I haven't realised that I've walked off the edge yet. So long as I walk back before I notice, I'll be okay. Oh, well. Sadly, I did need to go this way, and this was the quickest way to get there, so... Why are there no, like, a ladder or a staircase or something? Seems like poor planning. Hey, seasick medicine. Ugh, why does it shift and shudder still? Medicines, give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You're as kind as this is Fumi. You may tell her that I return to my duties as soon as I am able. Neat. Is there anything out here other than you and this one boat? I guess I could do fishing off the side of it. Yeah, that's probably what that's for. Alright. Annoyingly, I can't jump back up there. I have to go all the way. It's tempting to just teleport to the Aetheryte Shard and then run back up. Like that, it's 100 gil. But, I mean, that's 1/6 of the reward I got for the last quest I did. Again, if they paid me properly, I could be lazier. What I need to form some kind of union. I'll speak to Tataru. She's good with money. Oh wait, no, she's HR. She's probably the least likely to want me to form a union. If they find out they haven't been paying me properly, Tataru's embezzlement stuff will come out, and she can't have that. We covered this earlier. Tataru's like got her fingers in a lot of different pies. She's the you know the biggest villain of them all. She's a white collar criminal. The Doman were raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Ha ha! We've discovered his weakness! Now we can make him our friend. Perhaps you, too, will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfolded all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Alright, what am I doing now? Alice Stones. Oh no! Has the stress caused her to develop kidney stones? Oh, that's going to be painful. So yeah, no, unfortunately healing magic can't fix kidney stones. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You just gotta pass them like normal. Oh yeah, no, it's unbearable pain. Oh, I got the gloves. They're drip feeding me this new set of gear. And a grilled turban, which is food and not clothing. Okay. Okay, cool. You've been busy, haven't you? Now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Heh, now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks. They've been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. You got to cull the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotten fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. I like, oh, these fish are jumping out and killing and stealing our fish. So go and kill them so that they can't take our fish anymore. And it's like, is there a specific area I need to do this in? Yes, there is. Over there. So blended in with the merchant stuff. And it's like, you know that sharks are fish. You can eat shark. Why don't we just eat the shark that we kill? Like, people eat shark. I hear their fins make excellent soups. Or, actually, I hear their fins make kind of horrible rubbery soups, but that people eat because it's traditional or something? It's like, those people who eat whale... What's it called? Not the people who eat like, well, not like people who eat like whale blubber. What am I thinking of? I know. I never know whether it's whether I Eskimo, Inuit. I can never remember what the correct term is because I know that people said that Eskimo was the wrong term and Inuit was okay, but then Inuit was like an overcorrection, and that was just they were just different clans of nomadic people in the North Canada, that area. I know they have like licenses to hunt a certain number of whales, or they're just like there's like a cultural thing where they're allowed to hunt a certain number of whales because otherwise they just wouldn't have any food. But then there's like in Japan, they eat whale, but they call it something, and I can't remember what it's called. For some reason, the only word I can think of is gris, but it's not called gris. What's the word of it? Anyway, they eat whale, but it doesn't taste very nice. It's just they used to eat it after the war because it was kind of all they had available. But now people eat it just because they've eaten it for a long time. It's like Spam. Spam probably would have been the better example because I actually remember Spam. It's like Spam. Like, people used to eat it after the war, and Spam's not very nice. There are plenty of other, like, Spam's okay, but there are plenty of other perfectly nice meats that you can eat that aren't Spam. But people like, oh yeah, I love Spam. It's traditional. It's got that whole Blitz spirit. Bosh. Cool. Oh, search for industrious pirate. It's over this way. Oh, am I going to find a corpse this time? Oh, and I got 3 stars. Oh, look at that. They're both Vare flares. Oh, okay. For the sake of seeing the spell, if I get attacked and searching for these industrious pirates, I'll use my Vare flare. I don't quite have Vare Holy unlocked yet, but... Oh, I see a purple miasma. Oh, it's exciting times. It's exciting times. We're going to use a big fire spell. They're facing off against a big turtle man? So it is Sharp Shell of the Red. Alright. Vare Flare! Oh, that's kind of quick. Neat, though. No, no, no. I accidentally pressed 1 too many times. I guess that's probably more of a AoE spell. I honestly haven't looked at it. I just know that I unlocked it and was like, cool, I'll do that when I get an option. Let's actually look at Vare Flare and see. Deals 5 damage to a target and all enemies nearby. Okay, yeah. So probably better to do it against... Vare Fire ready, I don't care about. Better to do it against a group of enemies. Aiding. Just tapping him on his shoulder. Oh, can we be praised? I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn, before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Doman. They're Yotzia's catches, I know it. First Asari and now this. I got a Tarasha and the others. Oh, this is all working out. This is all working out swimmingly. Oh. An Etherite over there. Can I just... Can I swim to it? I'm not allowed to go over there yet. Probably... there? Okay, that's the big magma area. Probably not supposed to go there yet. Wait my turn. Oh, I have another Vare Flare charged up. That was quick. How does that work then? I thought that would expend all 3 bars of my... I'll need to read how this works, because that does not work the way I thought it would. I thought building up 3 bars and then using Vare Flare would expend all 3 bars, but I guess not. I still have a Vare Flare. Cool. Alright, well. I'm sure I'll get something, I'll find something to explode it on. Alright, so, what did we learn? The turtle men are attacking the Confederacy, and they work for the Empire Lady. The captain used to be Doman, but he fled his land when his parents were killed, so we might be able to you know, strike his weakness there. That's probably why he has the emo haircut. Makes sense, makes sense. Ah, there you are, Jack. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? One of the things I learned. Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot. Yeah, you've got no food, you've got no weapons. The Empire already poaching your men. Move. To action. You emotional pirate captain.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
Yes, we're very hard people to say no to. I mean, you can say it, we will just ignore you and do it anyway.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
No, sometimes we're the ones causing the death and destruction. It depends it depends on the day.
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this.
Yeah, tell me off in front of guests.
They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path.
I mean, your
Until
weapons.
the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
Again, I like the ominous lightning in the background of this whole entire section.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Yeah, sure, why not? Nod. Do you even need to ask? Ask me again later. What am I, a magic 8-ball?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Dome, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade, and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, We shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Yeah. We kind of just say we're going to do stuff and then figure it out afterwards.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Asari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
Ah, those stones. The type of stones you say when you don't want to say balls.
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Well, this is a jaunty little tune, isn't it? It doesn't seem to match at all with the conversation we just had, but nice. Hey, I have gloves. Okay. Let me just check something real quick, because I only wanted to go until 11 tonight, because it is unfortunately a work night. I just want to see whether... This feels like a good place to stop, but I might be wrong. Stormblood. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I thought maybe there'd be a dungeon next. That was my worry, and I didn't want to start and then be like, well, I don't have time to do the dungeon. But it looks like there's only quests for a little while, and okay, I might try and do the next 3 quests because I just saw one at the reward for quest 3, for the reward for the quest 3 from now, and that sounds pretty cool. Also, if I'm... That's the robe. Hang on, have I got the boots and the gloves. Oh, okay. They then take a break to give us weapons. I was going to say, I had almost the whole set of clothing, and maybe I could go for that, but you don't get the rest of it until you finish this particular section, so that's fine. We'll just do the next 3 quests. Well, we'll see where that takes us. And then I can finish off my new outfit next week. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give to you a word of advice. 2 factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Emperor belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traders. We call them the Raphaels and the Leonardos. Don't ask why. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. There were two other clans, but they died. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavour not to keep you waiting overlong for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lice? I'm going to leave without her. She wandered off. Where is Lice? Whose name I appreciate I just pronounced wrong, but... So many broken ankles. Ah, she's standing melancholy at the end of a pier. I've always wanted to do that, but I've never had the opportunity to be on a pier in real life. Oh, have I? I might have been on a pier as a kid. I remember I went to a campground that had a pier, that had a fishing area, but I don't remember if it had a pier. Anyway, Not something I've ever done as an adult. Jack, what is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not bad at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? You beat up that drunk pirate. That helped. Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first travelled to Gear, Albania, I was in Limsa visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. Who, like, puts tarts and cookies in the same... It's like, they're not comparable... Like, one's a pastry, and one's a baked goods. That's just, they're different things. I'll treat you to one when all this is over. Jack too, and I won't take no for an answer. Alright, I'll have a free tart. What about your Stoller? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright, your Stoller too. Once she's better, deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Oh, I thought she was going somewhere with that. I thought she was going to make it like some kind of metaphor or point. She's just like... Or do I just have to swim over? Will my car work in the water? No. Okay, well, let's swim over then. It's worth a try. I assumed that there'd be some kind of point to that, and not just, look, shut up, and I'll give you a tart when we get out of here. It's like, okay. Maybe to her, small round things are all like cookies. I suppose shape-wise, you could sort of categorize them together. I guess, yeah, you could... Maybe that's how she categorizes things. All just round foods. Like, as far as round foods go, I prefer tarts. So I prefer cookies over tarts normally. Donuts slightly below that. Does make would spherical things would be different, I think, in Alisaie's mind. Like, she wouldn't put oranges in the same category as biscuits. That would be weird. But then biscuits, you get square biscuits. Oh, it's a whole nightmare filing system that she's got going on. Really, she should just not. Right, I'm looking straight at this Etherite, apparently, but whatever. I'm just gonna swim over here, and maybe it'll make itself apparent to me. Wait until she learns of mini pancakes. Oh, Eorzea isn't ready for mini pancakes. They're barely ready for regular sized pancakes. I say that. Let me check my crafting log. Do they have pancakes a thing? There's quite a lot of like random food. I'm not gonna go through every recipe, but it's possible they already have pancakes. The crazy sons of bitches. Waffles. That's way out of that. They don't have the technology for waffles. Maybe the Garleans have waffles. They probably have, because I'm pretty sure Tartaru's teapot was a Garlean invention. So they might have a Garlean waffle iron somewhere, but the Eorzeans definitely don't have it. I think this is the Isle of Becco, though to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Oh, okay, maybe the Aetheryte Shard's underground then. That makes sense. Because they're turtles. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Oh, I bet Nero's got a waffle iron on his Red Baron. He seems like the sort, you know? Not that liking waffle irons is like a villainous thing, just he seems like a man of refined tastes. It wouldn't do for him to be traipsing around in his Magitech armor and not have a good waffle iron to hand in case of an emergency. Looks like there are 3 types of pancakes: fluffy, tofu, and popoto. Okay, well, a tofu pancake, that's not a pancake. That's just flat tofu. Fluffy pancake, fair enough. A popoto pancake, oh, I suppose that's like a savory pancake. Yeah, that's a real thing. But a tofu pancake, that's just tofu squished into a disc. How much further do you think it is? That'd be like squishing cheese down and going, look, I've made a cheese pancake. Oh. Where do they want me to go? Because I could just jump down here. Let's just jump down. Whee! Shortcuts. Please no one attack me. I am very vulnerable right now. Oh, whoa. Well, I mean, that's good for getting back up, I suppose. Is there one to get back? I mean, okay. Shatter your ankles on the way down, and then spring back up. Nice. Seems they have lemon waffles as well. Oh, I underestimated the Eorzeans. Lemon waffles, that's quite advanced. That must be like one of the later expansions once, you know, Garlean tech becomes more commonplace. There's no way.
I see up ahead?
There's no way lemon waffles are a Realm Reborn recipe. Oh, this is a pretty place to live. Ah. Oh, I wonder where the snake ladies live.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
I feel like this would be, like, harder to find.
Wow. I thought I heard familiar voices.
But I guess the blue Kijin are just all as nice as Doroban. Hey, Doroban.
Soroban.
Soroban.
What are you doing here?
Sorry. Close enough. It's been a while.
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Kojin, not Kijin. Sorry, I'll remember these words eventually.
I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
I am absolutely going to refer to this place accidentally as Tiramisu. And I apologize in advance, but it is going to happen. I should probably, because I picked up as a crest reward a grilled turban. And it's just taking up a slot in my inventory, so let's eat it. Oh, no, no. I don't know what I want. How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. I agree. Yes, I can get the robe. I got the robe, gloves, and boots, but I don't get the trousers until right near the end, annoyingly. I mean, I guess I could make a... Well, then again, this isn't a very cool-looking set. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I think I complain. My big complaint is that the armor sets you get from this, like from 60 to 70, aren't more Doman looking. You know. And I want a yukata. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? We want to beat up the red versions of you. That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunchin. It'd be up to you, however, to present your case. Oh, there's the Aetherite. Oh, and I bet someone here is gonna... Oh, no, but this is a Beast Tribe. They won't play me on Triple Triad until I do their Beast Tribe quests. I know how that works. I need to go and, like, do all the Beast Tribe quests at some point so I can do all the Triple Triad matches, but... I don't... Oh, okay, there was a fish. Oh, okay, that was great. That was scary. I don't know whether to just do it off stream or to just, like, maybe just go... Alright, we're going to do Beast Tribes for a while. I started doing one of them. I completely forgot on it, but...
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
Oh, I like Bunchin.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
We discuss some urgent matter, and then there's like a full 5 seconds of silence before anyone starts talking again. So go on, hurry up.
You seek to compel our red brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it.
We're not fussy.
All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Korjin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children.
Okay, it's quite a superficial belief system. We like nice things. You know, trinkets, collectible. I mean, I'm the same way. I've got like... Christ, I realised just how many collectibles I had because I started packing them away. And, oh, god damn. Collecting amiibos seemed like a really fun idea when Smash Brothers first came out. And now that I've got over 60 of the bastards, and I have to... Anyway, I understand what they mean.
Yet, how were we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Korjin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
I see. So if we just go... if we just need to get them to confess that they like the divine in front of the Imperials, and they're like, damn, the gig's up, guys. Scatter. It's a foolproof plan.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword,
We blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
Yes. How can I collect my anime figures if no one will trade with me?
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
How can I complete my triple triad collection? No one will play cards with me. I'll play cards with you, but I will take your cards from you. You can't have any of mine.
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to move some boxes or something for them, aren't we?
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Sodobon. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Yeah, whatever. Like I said, we really don't have much choice in the matter, so just... Yeah, as he says. I forget, did I tune to this? Yes, I did. Just suddenly occurred to me that I may have got... I was thinking, did I attune to that or did I get distracted? I couldn't remember. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure. The Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though, they succeeded. In the ensuing chaos, the Magatama... Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure I was supposed to do that without, drowning. Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unclu carapace. Each, or just will one do? That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Jack, would you go find an unclu and relieve it of its carapace? Okay. Kill an unclu. Where do I find an unclu? Quite a ways away, from the looks of things. Where was that water spout? Can I just use those to get around really quickly? I think it was up here. And then once I'm up, I can... Actually, I mean, I can use my mount now. It's marginally faster than running. And then... Fly! Ha-ha! That's how you escalate in style. Oh, I see. I had one chance to use Vare Flare and I didn't use it, so it went away. No matter. I get a carapace? Oh. I guess it's just slay more than one. No? Okay. Well, like, smashing the... I think I'm hitting it too hard and breaking the carapace open. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the implication. I'm so good at killing these Unclu that I can't harvest the materials off of them. There we go. I got one. Alright, I got mine, guys. In fact, you know what? Oh, I teleported to the wrong place. Tamamizu. I knew it was Tamamizu because I made the joke about it being tiramisu. That's 100 gil I'm not getting back. Right. Well, have you the Unclu carapace? Yep. I also have 2 rubbish ones. Do you want to use those? How splendid they are. The Kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. The ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, so I realise now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the 3 of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha! Surely you realize we've been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is the region to the west. The shellless of Suino Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rayan have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. And there's my robe of casting. I guess I could put on different trousers just for the sake of having something. Hey, and I leveled up! I'm level 69! Nice. I guess I could put on different trousers just for the sake of having a different... Yeah. A different set of clothes next week. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Like I'm nodding at someone that isn't there anymore. Oh, and there's another red mage. I recognise the Shire outfit. Well, not necessarily a red mage. Well, no, they've clearly got a staff on their back. But Spanky Johnson, nice to see you. How far away is it? Oh, it's not far. I thought there'd be a blue quest in here somewhere, but maybe once I've finished. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
This is what you find out. This is all some elaborate hazing ritual.
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood.
Much like the water will into your lungs if you don't do this properly.
O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine.
Hey.
The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
If you have a car or something, that'll work
I
though.
won't swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it.
Are you gonna give us like flippers or something?
But first, let us take to the water.
So we are wearing like quite heavy equipment. I feel like we should have like some wetsuits or something. Oh, I forgot one more thing. You have to say a certain word to oh, she's gone. Okay, never mind. Well, at least you two won't drown. And sadly, the pressure, she won't drown immediately, but sadly the pressure down here will have exploded her lungs almost immediately. It's unfortunate.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Are we gonna ride seahorses? Like Aquaman? Ah, they're just stingrays. I guess Aquaman could have ridden a stingray at some point, but
I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
I wanted to ride on a giant seahorse like Aquaman.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Okay, so I thought this was going to be like part of the map, and I could sort of come and go whenever I want, but it looks like this is more like a... not quite a mini game, but... well, I guess we'll see when we get out of the cutscene. Diving unlocked. There we go. Earned Soromon's blessing, and now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. It's nice. It's like, how long does this blessing last? Like an hour, 2 hours? Like, no, forever. You can just breathe underwater forever. Honestly, I don't know why everyone doesn't do it. It seems like super convenient, especially like the people in Limsa Lominsa who are all pirates. You'd think that they would like come here and get this blessing like handily, you know, just pay treasures to be able to breathe underwater forever. Yeah. Yeah. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suino Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you only need to swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press circle. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban and then Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Ah, so I don't get this as like a permanent mount then. I guess. Or maybe I do later, but... You and your flying mounts have all received Kojin Tribe's ancient blessing and now can breathe underwater indefinitely. Oh, so I can use them... I can use my flying mounts, which is all of them, now. To dive, you must first be swimming in a body of water. As there are special emotes such as Water Flip that can only be used while underwater. These emotes are indicated by a unique icon. Ah. Oh, okay, no, this is just like travelling, but I'm just on a mount. Yeah, this is just part of the map. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Bit of, also a bit of, like, undersea action. Sploosh. Do I need to get off my stingray? Oh. But, hang on, we'll find this out in a second. This must be Suino Sato, the Rayan village Soroban told us about. It was really close by. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. I don't want any of these. I really want to drive around underwater in my car. You may now perform underwater remotes. What underwater remotes do I have? So this is important. Whee! That was kind of more slow and yeah, that was kind of more slow and delicate than sort of meticulous than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so there are some emotes I can't use whilst I'm swimming, but there are some that I still can. Oh, can I? This is the important one. Can I still use? Oh, I can't do the Mandeville underwater. Or the Most Gentlemanly. Or any of my Ranger poses. Weirdly, I can't do Water Float. I can still make my sunglasses disappear into my head, but I can't Eastern Bow. There must be an underwater dance I can do. Absurd. Oh, I still have... Oh, I guess the Eastern Bow won't... There we go. Okay, I can eat egg and... Wait. Can I drink tea? I can drink tea underwater. I feel like that's gonna be a very... That's gonna be a very watery tea. Like... Here's hoping I don't like my tea black, if that's the case, because it's going to be a very, very diluted tea, very weak tea. Right, now, important thing. So I can use my flying mounts. My car can fly. Yeah, I can use my car underwater. Ha 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 ha! Of course I can. Okay, cool. That was the important thing I wanted to figure out. All right, I'm gonna call it there for the night because that quest took a bit longer than I thought it was going to, and we're it's just after 11, and I didn't want to go much later than 11, so we'll stop here. We've unlocked diving. We've met and lost Gosetsu. We've done a lot of things actually. Yeah. I think we've got a dungeon next week. I think that's at the end of. I try not to look ahead generally, but I always like to know if I'm going to like start a quest that has a dungeon in it, that I'm not going to do it like right as I stop playing. I think looking at the amount of quests that are left, I can probably get to the point where we do the dungeon. I mean, there's a question of whether it will be late enough that that might be too late for there to actually be anyone on who want to do the dungeon with me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think it's a dungeon. Oh, it's a trial. Well, that's even better, because that would be short. But still, it's still a thing that I need to find people for. So that's next Friday's problem. So, yeah, sparing any unforeseen sudden illnesses once again, we shall play some more FF14 on Friday at 8 at the normal time. Otherwise, next stream's tomorrow. Sonic Adventure, going to try and get the last 2 achievements, or get most of the way towards the last 2 achievements. We finished the Chow raising last week, and I unlocked Metal Sonic. I'm very excited to play as Metal Sonic, who I'm pretty sure plays exactly the same as Sonic, and it's very much a reward kind of it's very much just like a very superficial cosmetic reward. But hey-ho, you know, it's something. And we need to do it to get one of the last achievements. So, and I can finally knock Sonic Adventure on the head. Oh, it'd be so nice. It'd be so nice to finally consider Sonic Adventure done and dusted. It's just, I'm really worried about that one glitched mission I have to do. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So if I see you then, I see you then. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I've been Jack Dandy. You've been Just Dandy, as always. And I shall bid you adieu. Good night.